Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork. Today, another episode of Viewer Mail. I'm sitting here, instead of sitting on the floor with the dogs and being on the counter here because I last week had some surgery done on my foot and I'm not recovering nearly as fast as I'd like to. So I can't move around a whole lot, so I'm gonna sit here and wave my arms a lot. All right? Our computer upgrade funding campaign is going really well. So people that have chipped in for that, I just want to say super duper thank you. We're up to $1,800. Our goal is $3,000 and we'll be doing that for a couple more weeks. So I'll remind you about that every once in a while. But that is just the outpouring of coolness has been great. Again, if you're tight for funds, don't send us money, all right? Just let me know. Anyone that wants, I'm giving away the Labrador ebook for any donation. And if you're tight on money and you like the book anyway, I'll send it to you. Just send me an email, okay? But big thank you to everyone that has participated in that. It is the beginning of March here. And this year I will not be tapping my sugar maple trees because I just have my foot work done and I can't really walk in the snow. But I always see an uptick in the people that are watching our how to tap and how to make maple syrup videos, and I got a really great one from friends of ours who are in South Africa of all places. Hi, I'm a Canadian living in Cape Town, South Africa. I have 2 young daughters. My 7-year-old had to provide a Canadian food for her school today, so we chose pancakes with real maple syrup. They brought the maple syrup from home. She had no idea about maple syrup, so I had her watch your video, and she was so amazed and told her whole class about how it is made. Thank you for sharing such easy steps to making it. Cool, huh? If you live in New England, you may very well have sugar maples in your yard or your woods, and you could tap them. It does take a bit of work, but it is really cool to have some maple syrup that came from your yard, believe me. Cast iron and how to save cast iron and seasoning cast iron is a recurring theme on GardenFork. I'm big on my cast iron Dutch oven, stuff like that. And we have a video about how to season heavily rusted cast iron, and it just constantly people are commenting on it. And I thought this one was nice. Jay says, by far one of the best imperfect how-to videos out there. Who are your script writers? Playful, entertaining video that's not preachy or authoritative. Love the comments from the camera crew. GardenFork, keep doing what you are doing. How cool is that? And we will keep doing what we are doing. You can help us in a number of ways doing that. You could sign up for our email newsletter if you like. There's a link in the show notes below here for that. I am a big fan of cast iron. I cook a lot of things in it. The only things I don't really make in it are tomato-based sauces and scrambled eggs. I just can't for the life of me cook eggs in a Dutch oven or a cast iron fry pan or something. And acidic sauces like tomato sauces can leach out some of the iron in a cast iron, so I don't do that. But we are gonna make a new cast iron video because I've heard about a new method to make the cast iron like bulletproof. So that is in the works. Again, when I'm a little more mobile. Right now, I'm kind of hopping around the house here. We just released our latest chocolate cake video. Our super simple chocolate cake video had a really great response, and 2 different people suggested variations that they make on this screwball cake or crazy cake recipe. And I decided to integrate those 2 ideas into what I call the triple chocolate cake. It's our basic chocolate cake with 2 little add-ons, and it is really kind of like chocolate triple death cake. But it's delicious. Again, it's not something you want to eat every day, but if you're going to make it on the weekend, be a nice dessert. So check that out. The links are right below here. And Jim Bob said, I made this cake a day ago and added chocolate chips, and now I see this recipe. So it was cool. So he had read in the comments from the previous video, I'm presuming, about adding chocolate chips across the top. Or maybe that's what his family does with their crazy cake recipe. And then he saw us with our chocolate cake recipe. So there's this, I don't know, there's this chocolate cake symbiotic thing going on out there, which I really like. I'm sure you're all aware of this, but I'm gonna hammer it in your heads again. The Labradors have their own YouTube channel, and I post videos to that. I just posted one about the puppies in snow. The snow is like this deep, and they have a bit of a time navigating through it, but they like to play ball, so I just shot some video of them playing their ball. And Avedon noted, that sound is best deemed a snow snuffle. So I really like that sound when they're digging through the snow and then they kind of blow out their nose and they kind of blow the snow away. And I think they're pushing the snow away to try and get a better scent of what's going on down there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me below here in the comments. What do you think a snow snuffle is? What are those Labradors doing when they do that? And again, the links for the Labrador videos, all the videos we're talking about in the About section here. You have to click on the little Show More thing. It drops down, shows you all the links we're talking about here. A couple of neat things are going on in iTunes. GardenFork TV and GardenFork Radio are on iTunes. And if you guys do use iTunes, would you write a review for our shows on our iTunes pages? It really helps in the SEO or search results on iTunes when people type in like cooking video or food podcast or something like that. And there were two recent ones I wanted to read to you guys. Michael says, great podcast, 5 stars, love it, intelligent and useful. I don't know how intelligent we are, but at least, we just kind of share stuff. But that was really nice of Michael to do that. From a viewer in Colorado, my favorite content. GardenFork is my favorite podcast. Incredible variety of content. Great how-to learning and never slick. Just completely real. And that's what we're all about. There isn't a lot of varnished, there isn't a lot of polyurethane here. It's kind of Eric warts and all. So that's what I like about things. All right, so there's our viewer mail. If you like what we're doing here, would you consider sharing us with your friends? There's a couple of sharing links down here. Or just email a link to this page and say, hey, I thought you guys might like this. Come check it out. Consider subscribing, that kind of thing. Feedback, always love to hear from people. Maybe we'll include your feedback in a future viewer mail episode. Just leave your comments right below here. And don't forget, check out our iTunes audio podcast, GardenFork Radio. Again, the links are in the show notes below here. So go out and do cool stuff. Come back and tell me about it. All right? See ya.